Hello! We are playing more Phoenix Wright today. I'm so excited. It looks like the audio's okay. Hopefully not too loud. I think it's okay. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Can I get a recap, ma'am? Yes. So the case we're doing involves old edgy boy Edgeworth. It's a little loud. Okay. Is that better? Can you... Hello? Is that better? Yes. Yes. Hello. Much better. Okay. So Edgeworth, the prosecutor, who we normally are against, is accused of murder. And he's accused of murdering a guy on a boat on Christmas, of shooting him. And the victim is a guy who used to be a lawyer who actually won a case that Edgeworth's dad was involved in and Maya and Mia's mom was involved with. So I think we're about to go to trial again. We already proved one witness sucked, so that felt pretty good. But the next trial, I think we have this guy coming in who's kind of not fully there mentally. He's not all there. He forgets stuff a lot. But it was insinuated that he was the guy that was accused of murdering Edgeworth's dad, and they won the case, so he was found not guilty. So it's a little confusing. I think they'll recap it because I found that every time they do a to be continued screen, they recap it again. So hopefully it's fine, but we have another trial. Oh, day 3? If it's day 3, I think this is the end. Yes, put his parrot on the stand. I want to cross-examine his parrot. Ray, what the fuck are you doing here? What the hell are you doing here? Can I have $10,000? Can I have $10,000? Do you guys remember when I bullied a man on the stage of St. Jude asking for $10,000? That was Ray. That was one Mr. Ray Apollo. And he did. He broke out the credit card. He gave me $10,000. And by me, I mean St. Jude. That was Ray. I love Ray. He's an icon. He's a legend. I was talking about you today. Now I can't wait for what I talked about. Oh. What did I do? Oh no, I'm getting banned. We made it. We had a good run. We had a good 9 years, chat. She's fired. Let's go. We're free. We're free. Anyways, feel free to get back to me on that $10,000. I'll follow up with you. We'll synergize, and I'll follow up with you in the upcoming Business Monday. And we'll circle back about the $10,000. Jana, thank you for the 18 months. Let's save Edgeworth's booty. That's the goal. Actually, it's a life sentence, so I don't know if Twitch has the power to give me a life sentence. Actually, we've sentenced you to the electric chair. So, Amber Jesse, thank you for the 11 months. Almost a year with the Queen herself. Oh, yeah. Stop. Thank you so much. It's very sweet, Amber. It's good to see you. All right, let's save his ass. Let's save his ass in court. Can I just say, I'm a little nervous to keep playing the Phoenix Wright games because they are so painfully from 2001. They do not hold up very well in some aspects. Oh my God. I keep forgetting von Karma exists. I keep forgetting about him. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. So I think because it's day 3, this is the last day. So I think this is the end, technically. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Seriously. This judge needs to be fired. I'm sorry. He sucks. You know who's good at judging? Me. Get me on the stage. Get me on the stand, I could do his job 3 times better. Me on the stand like, did you see her skirt? Leopard print? Ew. No, I wouldn't. Mr. von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. I hope it's because he dies. Like, not like murdered, but like peacefully of natural causes. I hope it's because he dies. Order! Mr. von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. What was his name? It was like Yanni something. I just spit my drink. Sorry. Order, Law and Order. No, I can't do the Law and Order joke. I can't do it because there's staff here. I told you guys I can't. I'm sorry. I really never Ray's here, no Law and Order joke. Keep that to yourself. Witness, state your profession. But what if I'm on lunch? I'm clocked out. Hold on, do we have... It's in the highlights somewhere. I bet I could skip to it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Nice beanie.
I made it! I sewed it myself! Where is it? Oh, found it. This cannot be real. She's like, have you met my assistants, Law and Order? I literally just, like 5 minutes before you came in, I said, nobody tell Twitch I do that joke. Because I might get banned for that. It's okay, I'll tattle on myself, it's fine. I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. Buy channel of littlesiha, it was great. I'll defend you, thanks. If anyone tries to ban me, you could be like, during Women's History Month. Wow. I guess we're going back to the 1960s. I guess that's what you're saying. Women don't belong on Twitch. Wow. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. He seems coached. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is.
Objection!
I love an objection. I'm bigger than most of all Twitch staff, you're fine. Thank you. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. I've predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. We already know he's Yanni something. Did anyone have his name? I feel like I saw someone put his name in the chat. Yanni Yogi. This has to be Yanni Yogi. There's no way it's anybody else. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. I'm Megan Keith's dad. Well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? My memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? Can't wait to hear this, dude. Cannot wait. All of their names are so weird, Ray. Like, one of them was Lotta Hart. There was another one that was... Oh, what was the other one that I was like, what? Some of their names, all of their names are like, yes, Salmonella. One of them was named Sal. First name Sal, last name Manella. April May, Larry Butts. It's a lot of puns. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. A yup? When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. I still don't understand why there were 2 bangs. If they only had 1 gunshot wound, then what was the other bang? Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. No, no, no! There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Who is this guy? Oh my god. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. He's waiting on Uber Eats, for sure. He for sure is like, Uber Eats said my food's gonna be here in 3 minutes, so this case has to be over. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. He's such a pushover. Mr. Wright? No, I'm cross-examining. You must be insane. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. So he's a bad psychic. So he has bad intuition. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore. Just about then? By your window? Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Hi, Shia! Thank you so much for the raid. That's so sweet. How are you? How was your stream? Thank you so much. We're trying to solve a murder case. We're having a blast over here. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Oh no! Dada? Daddy? Dead certain, Keith. He said I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Dada? Witness, are you sure that person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. I hexed the wrong man. I didn't want him to die, I wanted the other guy to die. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick or this trial is going to be over. I just want to hear him say objection. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Yes. I think he's dead. Is no one gonna help him? That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. It's always something with this guy. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Object! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? I don't know. I don't know. But what was the second bang from? Ugh. File on the DL6 incident. No. Could it be that? I think I'm gonna have to save. Because I could bring up the DL6 incident and be like, he's the guy in the DL6 incident, and he doesn't remember anything, so it's not... Ugh, it's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Can he do that if he's dead? Sorry. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Is she gonna object? Is she gonna, like, her boobs are gonna come tumbling out? She's gonna be like, objection! There's gonna be, like, jiggle physics. Objection! The accused will surrender to the court immediately. To be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court's adjourned. Ah! But I just saved. Who's me? Me. Huh? What? Oh, the fucking Larry Buzz. What the fuck is this guy doing here? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. I thought the judge had a glow up. I don't know, the judge is kind of hot. Like, if I'm going for an older guy, I don't know. The judge is kind of my type. I don't know, something about him. Something about him. Just, I don't know. I don't know. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did, a gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Is it too late if he already said he's guilty? Or can he be like, just kidding? Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us a final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. Okay, hold on. Let me save here again. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. Finally, he's growing some balls. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Ah! Mr. von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. Oh. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? I don't know. He has awoken something inside of me. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. Ah! Not the hair behind the ear. Oh my god. Did he just yell at Von Karma? After that, we will hear this new witness. Oh my god, this is getting so good. Court is adjourned. Yee! This is so good. Phew. That was too close. Oh. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. Oh, he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon! Oh. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and that air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. It's just... I love you. I'm sorry. I totally see it. I totally see it. Where's the homophobic dog? Where's the homophobic dog? There she is. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. A bit fruity. I know what you are. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I feel like I would do something like that too. Cause like, if something like that were to happen in front of you, I think you'd just be in shock. Couldn't think straight! We got him. We got him. Right, yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance to kiss. Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry! What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. I can't believe they're even going by, like, him saying you only have 15 minutes, as if he has any power. Hi, JP! How are you, stinky boy? How's Washington? JP's running for president. He's in Washington, D.C. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. I voted for JP. JP marked 90 specifically. Oh, Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Oh, don't let me down, hairy butts. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Single gunshot? single. That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. I heard one gunshot and I went home. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Okay. But it's so weird how, like, everyone has said they heard a second gunshot and then the lake is empty. So it's like, what was the second one then? What was the other one? I'm so confused. The night of the murder. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something that I have found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental dock. Around what time was that? Oh, well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around midnight. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. But she's dead. Contradictions. I forgot to save. I'm nervous. I hate these. Quietly slip the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Let me look at what I have. I have so much DL6 evidence that I feel like it has to come in at some point, right? Can I... heard this bang, looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Okay, so I have the testimony, Lotta's deposition. I heard 2 sounds like gunshot just after midnight. Objection! It was right! Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. This is not going well for me. This is not going well for me. Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. I'm a customer. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Oh my God. Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure. How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? So then how did you hear the other gunshot? Order. And stop that booing. Chat, for immersion, you all have to start booing. I need to feel, like, sucked into the game. Boo, Larry Butts. Sucks Larry nuts. Larry Butts sucks Larry nuts. I'm sorry. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Imagine listening to a radio. Mr. von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? I don't have much of a choice, do I? He's my only hope, Your Honor. Please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Gustavo! Thank you for 69 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right. Leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. Oh my god. Play the Detective Noir music. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? What is this Wi-Fi? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Ooh, I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. I can. I can. Doog! So they have the internet on computers now? Hi, Doog. Thank you for 66 months. I appreciate it. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. I was listening to it real booming loud, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when he heard it too. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. von Karma has a point. What if he said? What if they said the time? I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. So it was before midnight. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. What song did you request? Do you remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? I was listening to it real booming loud. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. What's my evidence? So the first gunshot, it was an empty lake, and then the second gunshot, it was 12:15. But then also it was fired 3 times, so I'm like so confused. I'm not so sure. I'm gonna try presenting this one. Oh, it didn't work. No! No, it didn't work. That's what I thought. It could be the empty lake because they took a photo of an empty lake before Christmas. Ugh. It's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. It was the other photo. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's... He's crying. When the music stops, I'm like, oh! Hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25. 00:15. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Is that one of the memes? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Midnight 15. Okay, thank you. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Very much, yes. I can understand. Order. What does this mean? It means almost Christmas isn't Christmas. The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's correct. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Yes, I do, and I literally just presented it incorrectly. But now I will be presenting it correctly. Look at this photograph. Not this again. No more of look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. The gun was fired 3 times, so that would make sense. It makes me laugh. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? No. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Yes, but I'm gonna say first, just in case. Yes, it was fired 3 times, bitch! Please show the court the evidence if you have any. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Hi, Janelle. Hello, is this the Church of Casey Musgraves? It sure is. Horse. You and your... That would make sense of the evidence. We've seen this so far. Janelle, I have the things we were talking about yesterday. I got them this morning. I'll send them to you today. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! Oh, what's wrong, Nick? I have it. I don't know where he's going with this. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? No, I forgot it all already. Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm gonna run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe. We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. I have no idea what he's thinking. This is lost on me. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Was the victim killed somewhere else and then brought back on the boat? And then shoved into the boat so that they thought it was on the boat? So you finally realized the truth. Oh, he's so creepy. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. But the shooting didn't happen on the boat. It didn't. It was the parrot! The parrot did it! Hi, Toto. Good evening, USA. Bonsoir, France. France! There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Should have my tea. France! I love tea. So nice. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 after midnight, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. I don't know. I don't know. Edgeworth and the murderer. I think it's gonna be. I think it's Edgeworth and the murderer because Edgeworth was on the boat. He said he was on the boat, but he said he didn't kill Hammond. But then was Hammond on the boat? I think it's. I'm gonna say Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Who wanted revenge on him, though? What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's... I don't know. It's I don't know. It can't be Lotta. Why would Lotta need... Why wouldn't... I need a minute. I need a second. Fiance Polly Jenkins committed suicide? I don't remember that. Yanni Yogi, court bailiff, trapped in the elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiance Polly Jenkins committed suicide. But like, oh my God. It seems like the only right answer here is Lotta. But like, she has no motive for revenge or whatever. I feel like I would have to say, I don't know. Ugh, I feel like it has to be the boat guy. I feel like it has to be Yanni. I'm not looking at chat because I'm worried people are gonna give me the answer, and I don't know. I think I already saved, but I'm gonna save again and just say I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Is it because I'm gonna accuse the boat rental guy and the boat rental guy didn't tell me his name? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never does! Yes! Yes! That's exactly what I wanted. Oh my God. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? He has like a little backwoods in his boat rental place. I'm so out of breath. There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Oh. I don't know. I don't know where the murder took place. It had to be close to here because this had to pick it up. So I'm gonna say at the boat rental shop. I'm gonna say like here, because if it was here, I don't think that her camera would have picked it up. So. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Over there. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop? Dude, I love playing so good. It feels so good. Oh my God, this is the best. Mr. Wright. What happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh, Jesus, that face is scary. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? That's a great fucking question. I don't know. I don't know, actually. I'm gonna say it was him. Maybe he missed? Oh, this is tough. I'm gonna say it was him. Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Fuck, I don't know. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness? I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself. Oh my God! He fired and he missed, and he fired and he missed, and he fired and he missed. Leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. That's why he picked it up! That's why he picked it up! Ah! Oh my God! He was faking it the whole time! I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. You know what's crazy is usually by this point, I feel pretty confident in like my reasoning for picking stuff, but I feel like right now, I am just flying by the, what is it called? Flying by the seat of my pants or something? What? Never mind. It would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Seat of your pants is right. Okay. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. Ah! The judge is gonna kill him right now in front of everyone. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. He's about to kill him in front of everyone. I can't wait. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. I've kind of wondered why he hasn't been asked to come onto the stand yet. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared! He isn't at the boat shop! What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. I can't do this, dude. Oh my god. Mr. von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day. We got an extension? I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? One Yanni Yogi. I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. This is so good. These cases are so juicy. Oh, it's so good. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. That's how I like to describe my streams. Unique. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Doesn't feel like that. Unique. Unique? Hey, Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth. You want a kiss? Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. Oh. Well, that's not fun. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon? So he's having a nightmare that he committed a murder? But it's a nightmare. That doesn't mean it happened. You're gonna say this right in front of the police? I beg your pardon? I think a lot of people here are familiar with Phoenix Wright. He said memory? Memory? But he said it was oh. Maybe he killed his dad. Ooh. Okay. Just want to say the first time I saw it flash guilty, I had a mini heart attack. Oh yeah, I did too. I was like, someone's gonna jump in, right? Someone's gonna jump in, right? And then no one jumped in and it was guilty. And I was like, oh, I messed up. I messed up. I'm gonna take a quick stretch break so I can get up and move around, make some more tea for my throat, because it seems like we're gonna keep going for a while. I love this game, dude. It's so fun. Oh my God, it's so fun. Hello. Welcome back. I was so into it, I didn't even realize my body temperature was getting hot and I had to change into shorts. And I had to pull my hair back because I was getting so into the case that I was like, I needed to take a step back and be like, I need to take care of myself because I'm getting too excited with this case. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I need to know what he means by he committed a murder. Hi, Patrick. How are you? What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Ooh. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. Slender, thank you so much. Thank you. But he'd never take someone's life, never. Nick, Oh my God. Yo, how's everyone doing? Not great, Larry Butts, not great. What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. Hi, Mariah! Thank you for the 17 months. That's almost a year. So close. So close. I do remember it feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Just a reminder that Maya is 17 years old. Huh, me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. I'd like to point a gun at him. Phoenix, point the murder weapon at Larry Butts. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha ha ha, but seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious, but Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. The age stuff has definitely aged poorly in this. Yeah, they have. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. That was mean. He's really mean to her. He's like, hey, I know you're here, but can you get your dead sister instead? Because you're kind of useless. It'd be great if you were more like your sister. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. You didn't know him like I knew him. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. Oh my God, thank you, Mr. Ghost, for the resub. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. I wasn't listening. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear the story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. Finally! It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial? A class trial? The fuck? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Imagine a bunch of 3rd graders being like, you know what this situation calls for? A fair, dutiful trial. We need a judge. We need a prosecution, a defense lawyer. We need a bailiff. Trial by combat. So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. This is insane. And the teacher's in on it. The teacher's like, you know what? Multiplication can wait. Let's do this fucking trial. Let's do it. I didn't do it. Oh my God, he has the same haircut. He has the same haircut. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. Oh my God. Jesus. Okay. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. Aww. I didn't know what was happening. His little shirt. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. Not an objection. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? Oh my god, the bow ties! The bow tie. Miles is like, objection. Almost Christmas. Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. So it was Edgeworth's money that got stolen? But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Ah! Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Why don't you all just shut up? Is that it? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Larry Butts picks his nose. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. I was expecting something way more interesting than that. I thought it would go a little deeper than that. Than just a third grade class trial. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. It's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. A demon attorney. I would be honored if someone wrote an article with that title about me. I'd be like, let's get into this article. What page is it? Page 9? Let's get into it. Demon dancer. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. You don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? Oh, he loves him. Oh, he loves him. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Oh, he loved him. Phoenix, that's gay. Phoenix, that's gay. Where'd she go? Bring her back. A homophobic dog, what do you have to say about this? I know what you are. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick. Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right, it very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. I need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of the evidence I no longer need. Oh, okay. That's helpful that they let you get rid of some evidence. Right. Can we go snoop? Can we go snoop around his house? Oh, Jesus. Hey, pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. I'm off to catch me a criminal. All right. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. That's fine. We don't need to go there anyway, so it's no big deal. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. I would be. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. What the fuck is he doing here? Aha, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Finally, some help! What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyways? Who knows? Polly, tell us everything you know. Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Yeah, seriously, what the fuck? Polly recites your IP address. Polly's like, don't forget my social security number is 555. Hello, hello. We gotta talk to her. Polly? Who did the murder? Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Okay, so I can't talk to Polly. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Fishing pole looks expensive. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. God damn it, Maya. Oh, see, that's why I didn't want to tell you. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? And also, what's my IP address? Focus, girl. Polly, give us his credit card number. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, there's probably evidence. He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Someone coerced him? Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth! Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. So this guy is just like a... Is he just like a middleman? Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. I'm gonna drag him back to court by his hair. I'm kind of like not interested in rating them if I think they're not going to be like important. Trash? No. Okay, we can. I think we can leave. Did he toss anything in the bushes? The forest here beyond the bushes. Forest, there's someone in there. You're right, there's a few policemen in there. Oh, they must be looking for the caretaker. Good luck. Okay, well. Boats floating at the dock. The murders took place in the boat from the dock. Okay. I guess we could go to... Because they said if you find anything, go to him. But also, I'm like... worried about going to him. It looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh. Really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Oh, no, we should. We should. He's kind of hot when he's upset. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see it before, but I see it now. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade. Lunch money. Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple, to a fault even. And then they touch hands on the glass. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. So why would Yanni want to get revenge on Robert Hammond? If Robert Hammond is the one that saved him, like, I don't understand. Like, well, not understand, but like, he has a motive to get back at Miles, but not this guy. I'm just confused. On that day 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence, innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. Not mine. The point was to frame Edgeworth. Yeah, but like, they said, the letter said, get revenge on the 2 men that ruined your life. So I would assume that would mean Robert Hammond and Edgeworth. Right? Or did I just make up the 2 men thing? I don't know. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Can I show him the letter? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant? You got declared guilty or something? Let's all stop pretending. Let's all stop pretending we don't know who he is. Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. He's lying. So he was following this letter then, which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on DL6? Wait, that old man. Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. I'm so confused. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. Tell me you're in love with me. Tell me you're in love with me. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. Crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Yeah, murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. That he killed his dad? I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Yeah, what? What are you? Stop breathing my air. Oh no, he's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Get away. Away from my father. So he threw the gun? He threw the gun and it went off? And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. Oh, no. Oh, no. But that's just a dream, right? Right? The thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. Oh, so he doesn't know for sure. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I showed my mother! Ah! Hold on. This is bad. I don't know, because he sounds so unsure. He sounds so unsure. He's like, I don't know if it's real or not. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. But I still don't understand why he would need revenge on the guy who defended him in court and won. I'm so confused. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe Grossberg. There he is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6. See you later. Thanks for everything. Mr. Grossberg. Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He's dead. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father? It's only a dream, only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagine. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. von Karma's techniques, as he should be. He killed his father in Minecraft. That That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fay. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Oh, to protect his son? Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Can I show the letter? I want to show the letter. Oh, so this is the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Ah, his own sake. He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? God, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. He was the prosecutor in that, wasn't he? Or no, he wasn't the prosecutor. He was him and Edgeworth knew each other. Him and Gregory Edgeworth knew each other, and Edgeworth told him he sucked. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. Ah! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was correct. Manfred von Karma! Oh my God. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Well, his dad fucking hated him, so. Oh my God. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I don't know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. In the photo of the crime scene, wasn't there a gunshot like through the window of the elevator? So unless it went off twice, which it didn't, it was only fired once, then there's no way that Miles did it. Because there's, like, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing like a bullet hole through the window. So there's no way he did it. Not that I'm trying to ruin the suspense, but I don't think he did it. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. Maybe Von Karma shot him through the elevator. Because it wouldn't have been the bailiff if the bailiff was in the elevator. It couldn't have been him, so he was innocent. But it could have been Von Karma. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. He's obsessed with perfection, and he lost it. This is so juicy. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting. I keep forgetting I've made tea. I'm so invested. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, but even Phoenix is like, Europe? Ew. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? No. I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. That's because he didn't. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. Miles didn't do it. There's no way. There's no way it could be both. There's no way. I think Von Karma shot him through the elevator. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. Is he back? There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again? Well, no, I can't have just anyone wandering around in here. Finally, someone who does his job. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Ah! Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Oh, he's gonna kill us in the records room. He's gonna murder us here. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Excuse me, what's this? Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick? The file for DL6, it's completely empty. This motherfucker. This motherfucker. What? What are you doing in here? Ah, he's terrifying up close, my God. Von Karma. You. How do you know my name? Because we were just in court together this morning. What? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Grab his dick and twist it! Grab his dick and twist it! Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So von Karma is going to bring up Deal 6 in court tomorrow. I want to present the letter, but I'm worried about the... I don't know if I want to present the letter. I saved. I'm going to present it and see what happens. We still have the DL6 case file. We still got the important stuff. Mr. von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. Ah! So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. Fuck! Fuck! This is why I didn't want to show it to him! No! Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! He tased Maya? Maya! Out of my way. No! I fucked up. Oh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Fuck. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya? Maya, open your eyes. I really hope this is part of the story. I really hope this is part of the story. Maya. The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. I wish I was dead. This is how he makes her feel. Every time he's like, hey, can you bring Mia out instead? She's a lot better than you. He's so mean. Maya. Ugh, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Yeah, like being nicer. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7 taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart still bears clear ballistic markings. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Okay, this has to be part of the story. I don't think I messed up. Oh, the stress. The stress. Okay, I think I'm gonna save the trial for another stream because I feel like it's gonna be a big one. I feel like it's gonna be a big one and my throat's kind of going in and out. Yeah, Maya jumped him. Maya jumped him and then had the lack of self-esteem to say she doesn't do anything and she's useless.